And that's okay. That is totally okay. Except for the fact that it kind of sucks.
Cassidy Quinn.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Quinn, and welcome to a day in the life of my depression. Can you tell I've been crying a lot today? Hi, here on this channel I make videos about mental health, plants, adventures, and anything else that makes me a little bit happier and hopefully might make you feel a little better too. Today I feel like do you ever have one of those days where you wake up feeling like it's gonna be a great day, the sun is shining, you have a long list of things you're gonna get done, it's gonna be great, productive, wonderful, amazing, and then, bam! The old depression anxiety monster just pops in. Nope, you're not doing anything today. One of those things on my to-do list for today was shooting a video. I had it all planned out, I was excited to do it, and then now that is no longer the case, but I decided I could just bring my camera along to the thing that did feel good to do today while I tell you about the other things I've been doing to try to get my brain back in a good spot, because maybe if your brain's in a bad spot today or tomorrow or whenever you look back on this video and go, oh yeah, I need some ideas too. Currently I am in the middle of the Willamette River where I live here in Portland on my paddleboard. This has become my favorite way to unplug, besides the fact that I'm still holding my camera in my hand, whatever, to get outside, to breathe fresh air, to be with my own thoughts, to let emotions out, and get some exercise. Like literally a couple weeks ago I came out here, I didn't even know that I was in a sad and anxious state. I came out here, I put some music on, and next thing you know, some song had like triggered some pent up emotions in me. I was sobbing in the middle of the river. It was late enough in the day that nobody was out here anywhere near me, so I just let it all out and it felt so good. Oh, we're gonna get in the shadow of a tree. Cool, thanks, excuse me. Oh, and here we come. See, it's gotta get dark and then the light comes. Sometimes you have to go to the darkness. Waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it, to get back in the light. How's that for cheesy mental health content? All day, my body has just had the urge to cry. Every time I try to tell myself, just like take some deep breaths, get through whatever you're feeling anxious about in this moment, the deep breath just triggers the crying muscles. And that's okay. That is totally okay. Except for the fact that it kind of sucks. But also, clearly those emotions need to be released. So we'll release them. So on these days when this happens, because it does every once in a while, sometimes it feels like it comes out of nowhere, like today. I don't even know if I can say it really came out of nowhere though, because last night I was sitting trying to relax, watch TV, and I could just feel the anxiety pent up in my body for no reason. Like I could not think of anything specific I was anxious about. I could just feel that it was there. So it makes sense that then I slept on it, I woke up, and by the morning, the anxiety was ready to that's what it feels like when the anxiety and depression need to come out. You just like, it's like throwing up the emotions. Like when you have the flu and you know that if you throw up, you'll feel better. I guess it makes sense. But when I have days like this, I like to have my go-to things to do or not do that will help me get through it and feel in a better place. What do I want to do on these days instinctively? The first thing I always want to do is just crawl back in bed or curl up on the couch like a blob covered in blankets and do absolutely nothing. And some days, that is fine. Today, I was able to convince myself to do some things that are good for me, including get outside. So here's what I did and what I am doing today. I woke up. I did a 10-minute meditation with my Calm app. It was lovely. Then right after that, I put on some meditation music for 5 or 10 minutes and I write in my journal. I've been trying to do that every morning recently, and some mornings, like this morning, I feel like I have nothing to say. I literally wrote in my journal this morning, I don't even know what to say. And then right after that, I wrote, I feel like my brain is very calm and peaceful, but also very anxious at the same time, and I don't know why. Huh, how insightful. And I tried to work. I tried to get on my computer, do emails and things, and I physically, mentally could not do it. Like I was staring at my computer screen and my eyes could barely even focus. I couldn't decide what to do or what I should do next. My brain and body were rejecting every single task on the list. I was looking at social media and feeling like I needed to do more and I wasn't doing enough and So next thing on the list is get off of social media. A lot of times it takes me longer than I would like to admit to do this. what I've been trying to do lately is not even look at social media until noon. It is so good for my brain, but some days, on days like today, when I don't know what else to do with my brain, I just look at the internet, and then it doesn't help sometimes. So get off social media. Next thing is not necessarily like a tangible task, but it's just to tell myself that whatever I can accomplish today is an accomplishment in itself, and it is enough, and that is okay. And whatever else is still on the to-do list can be done tomorrow, or the next day, or whenever I feel mentally and physically able to do it. And then get outside, move my body, breathe some fresh air, and soak in some of that good old vitamin D. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. That's the sun. We get to feel that every day. If I don't have time to actually come out here and paddle, or go on a hike, or go snowboarding, or whatever takes a lot of time and a little bit of planning, I'll just go on a walk. Just actually leave the house, even if it is for 5 minutes. Like earlier today, when I really just could not stop crying, I just went and sat in the backyard for a little while by myself, drank some water, and soaked in the sun, and it felt good. Then while I'm out here, I listen to music, usually music that I know the words to so I can sing along. Because when you're outside, away from other humans, no one can hear you. I think for me, listening to music helps because number one, I have something to listen to that is not all of the thoughts inside my brain, because today, the thoughts are a lot. Then singing, for me, whether it's nice, beautiful singing or just kind of screaming, that genuinely helps me release emotions. Like in my car ride on the way over here, I listened to the same song 5 times because when I sang it and just screamed it out loud in my car, it was very releasing. And then I try to think if there's anything I can bring with me that might bring me some joy. Today, I got a lovely CBD soda, which should calm me down, at least a little bit. Then the other thing I do while I'm outside, wherever it is just try to notice little things. Because for me, when my brain gets in this space, a lot of times the anxious, bad thoughts that pop up in my brain are huge things. Like, oh my gosh, I am not worthy. I don't even know. I can't even tell you the thoughts that are there, because currently I have quieted them, and that's really nice. Thank you for letting me talk to you so I could do that. So for me, focusing on other things outside of myself that are little nice, beautiful things really helps. Like, oh my gosh, look at the cool texture on the river. How do waves do that? That's so magical. Or look at, I mean, the water is literally sparkling over here, and that is freaking amazing. Or look at all the cool different types of trees. Look at these surfing geese. The other day when I was out here, I saw a seal across the river stick its head up and then dive back down, and its butt stuck up in the air, and I just stopped and thought about how cool that was for probably 2 minutes. For me, when I get into an anxious, depressed state, and I guess most of the other times in my life too, I have a tendency to want to move very quickly and to forget that it is important to slow down, take some deep breaths, and just be in the moment. And so focusing on little details helps. And then at the end of the day, whether or not any of things worked and got my brain in a better spot, I'm just gonna sleep. Hopefully a lot. And you know what? I ate, I slept, I drank water, I got sunshine, and those are really all the things we actually need to do as humans. So I remind myself that, and I'm gonna remind you that. So hopefully some of these things can be helpful for you on a bad day. And if you never need to use these things because you never have bad days, that's pretty cool, but also, are you human? Leave a comment. Let me know what you do when your brain feels like this. Because that's what we're here for. To help each other, to remind each other that we're human and it's okay to feel not okay. I'm gonna go keep paddling and probably crying. See you next time.
And right now, this very moment, sitting here talking to you, I am breathing. I am okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that can help. That can really help kind of bring me down when I start to spiral